Hey guys, welcome back, Clinks here. In this YouTube tutorial, I'll show you guys how to install WordPress onto your cPanel website. So first what we're going to do is we're going to open up our web browser. Then we're going to navigate and then you're going to log into your cPanel account. So I'm at my cPanel page, so I'm going to be putting in my username and password and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, so once you guys are logged in, what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the Mysql database wizard. Reason being, right before we install the WordPress files, we're going to need to create a database. So we'll do that right now. So you'll select it. Then it's going to ask you to create a database name. The database name is always going to be your username with an underscore. Then you'll put your database name. So for sometimes people would put normally just WordPress. Sometimes people will put website. But for this example, I'm just going to be using just WordPress for this example. So go ahead and save that. But first thing we're going to do, we're going to make sure you write all this down because you're going to need it later. So we're going to create a little notepad right here with the database host, which is going to be always just going to be localhost. The reason it's localhost, just generally saying, if the website is hosted on the same machine as a MySQL server, which normally cPanel does that automatically because cPanel is amazing, your host will always be on a local machine, local host. So we're going to make the username, password, and we're going to do the database name. So database name is going to be Clada_WordPress. So we're going to do that. We're going to click next step. As you see here, it's created a database. Now it's going to want us to create a username. So now I always recommend the username is always going to be different than the database name. So for this example, I'm going to put in WordPress user. Alright, normally what I like doing, I like going to password generator. I like making a super long password for no reason. So I'm going to put 18, generate password. Then I'm going to save this. So now we're going to go back to our little sheet. The username is going to be Clada_WordPress user. And the password is going to be this password right here. So you're going to click copy this password in a safe place, use password. Then we're going to click create user. Awesome. Now what we want to do, we want to create all privileges. So we want to tell the MySQL database, hey, I want this user to be able to have all these privileges to access this database. So we're going to click all privileges. Now if you want, you can always change it if you want, but just not have any issues with the WordPress install, I always recommend having everything. You're going to click next step. And you're done. So what we did right now, we created a database, we created a user, we created a password for that user, and we actually gave permissions for that user to access a database. So we're done with the database part. So when you go back to return home, and you guys can navigate back down to my MySQL databases, you will actually see once this thing loads, right here, I do have a database called Clada WordPress, which is awesome. Alright, so next section is going to be, we're going to be downloading WordPress and installing it onto our web server. So on the top left, you can go back down to the main menu. Alright guys, so there's two things I want to explain right before we go on to downloading the WordPress files. So there's two ways you can upload your files. You could either upload your WordPress files to your root directory, which would be the your main URL across that host. Now the web node in front of the URL, that's a subdomain. So if you guys want to upload your files, so let's say your domain name, so myminecraftserver.com, we'll just continue from here. I'll be showing that in this example. I will not be showing the subdomain example. And the other way, it would obviously be the subdomain example. So what your subdomain whatever your website is. So website.myserver.com. But this example, I'm just going to be doing the first way, which is uploading it to the root server or to the root level. Alright guys, so now we're going to go navigate to the website. So we're going to go to WordPress. So we're going to head to go to WordPress. Org, then we're going to do the slash and download. This link down in the comment section. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and we're going to download WordPress 5.8.2. So you're going to go ahead and click that. It's going to start downloading, so you're going to wait for that. Alright, then the file's completely downloaded. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to cPanel. You guys are going to go to File Manager. Alright, once you guys are here, you guys are going to go to public.html. That's where your HTML, PHP files are going to be. Normally this will be blank, but for this example, I have an old folder. Just simply ignore it. What we're going to do is we're going to click Upload on the top left. And now it's going to say drop files here to start uploading. So you can, if you have your file open on the side or somewhere, you drag and drop. But for this example, I'm going to do select file. Then I'm going to go to downloads. This will be right here, WordPress 5.8.2. So we'll go ahead and select that. And we're going to do cPanel do its thing. No, I'm actually going to speed this up, so give me a second. Alright, so it looks like WordPress finally uploaded all the way. You want to make sure this bar turns green, not staying blue. Make sure it stays green. So we're going to go back to home cloud underscore public HTML or whatever HTML folder is going to be. So we're going to go to WordPress minus 5.8.2. Then at the top right, we're going to click extract. We're going to go ahead and extract all files in here. And then you see right here, everything has been extracted into this WordPress folder right here. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go back to the website. So I'm going to do cloud.io. And then we can see WordPress right here. And awesome, we finished, right? Wrong. Reason being, see this WordPress right here, open the URL. We do not want that. Remember guys, we want to have a clean, minimalistic look. So you're just going to go up a level. So you're going to go back to your cPanel, go up one level. Then you're going to take all the content inside of WordPress. So what I'm doing, I'm clicking, holding shift. I click and hold shift right now and click the bottom file. Click and drag over to public HTML. So now when people try to go to your website, it's not going to say WordPress in the top URL. So make sure to say a little more seamless. So for example, if we go back to cloud.io, it's going to show right here that WordPress is ready for setup. See, there's no stupid WordPress in the top of the URL, which makes the website look way better, way more professional. So we're going to head and install WordPress. You want to make sure that you put your proper language. I cannot speak for you guys, so I'm going to put English. So, database name, username, password, host. Remember I told you guys to set this up earlier. Now it's time to use it. So, we're going to open up our little notepad with our little notes here. So, the host is going to be localhost. Username is going to be username. Password is going to be password. And database name is going to be database name, which is going to be up here. Localhost. It's just going to be local machine. And then table prefix. You always want to leave this alone if you just have one WordPress installation on your database. If you have more than one, you can always add something in the front. I'm just going to leave this in as the default WordPress. Go ahead and click submit. It's going to run its magic. Now it's going to time to run the installation. Awesome. So now you can create your site title. So I'm going to do this as a YouTube video. Oops. So I'm going to do video. Usernames. I'm going to put my username. Password. I'm going to put password. Please do not hack me, guys. I swear. You're going to put your email address. So I'm going to put my and then we're going to click install WordPress. It's going to run its magic one more time. And now it's ready to log in. Now, before you log in, I want you guys to do this now, right before you guys forget. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to cPanel File Manager, Public HTML, and WordPress, this file here, we're going to delete it. So you're going to go ahead and click delete, confirm. And you want to go to your old WordPress folder. So you're going to click this, make sure it's empty, go up and delete it as well, because we don't need it anymore. Alright. You guys can go back to your WordPress website, just sign in, and it looks like WordPress has been successfully installed. So if I just go back to cloud.io and try to look at it, it will show me right here. WordPress is all installed and ready to go. So this is all it, and you've finished the tutorial. Congratulations. Alright guys, I hope this tutorial helped you in some shape, way, or form. What we learned today is we learned how to successfully install WordPress onto a cPanel account using the main level domain, not a subdomain. If you guys do want me to make a tutorial on how to install WordPress on a subdomain, just feel free to let me know down below. I don't mind making a second video about this. Alright, as always, thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, dislike it. Any questions, comments, or concerns can be left down in my comment section. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.